Hello, good afternoon, and welcome once again to your web class on Lagos Television. I'm Abayomi or Babulujo. Today, more or less going to be on set all alone. So, what we're going to be doing is so important, and that's why you will need to stay tuned all through and not that alone with your full attention. Because what I'm going to be doing basically is like bringing our Stockswatch Investors Academy right into the studio. I'll be taking you through the strategy to make the best of selections of stocks, particularly now that the prices of equities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is down for most of those equities that are fundamentally sound. You see, most times people like to talk about stocks, and sometimes many of them don't even know what they are saying. That is the gospel truth. So when you get to hear fundamentals, what is this fundamental? What is it all about? So I'm going to be taking you through how to make the best of selections. You see, when prices of equities are down, people just naturally think that it becomes a great opportunity for people to buy stocks that had been hitherto high in prices at relatively low levels, but it does not always work that way. I give you an example of most insurance equities that are listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. 2007, 2008, we got to see quite a number of them at prices ranging between 5, 7, 8 naira. But you see, gradually over the years, they fell to 50 kobo. And so it will have just been natural for people to feel that being sold at a time at 6 naira, 7 naira, 8 naira, and then being sold after the crash at 50 kobo, they had become relatively cheap. But nay, that was not the case, because from the price of that 50 kobo having fallen from prices ranging between 5 and 8 naira back in 2008, this year alone, I can tell of about 70% of insurance equities that are listed on the floor of this Nigerian Stock Exchange are losing 60% of their value. In other words, there are equities that are currently low in price now, and for the next 2-3 years, irrespective of how the market attempts to recover from this current low level, many of them might still relatively remain low. So the problem of choice is actually very critical in investment decisions. So now, when you see these prices that are low, how do you pick such that you will not have to wait until kingdom come before you begin to realize your investment? So basically, this is what I'm out to achieve with you this afternoon, telling you in practical terms. I mean, when I say practical terms, I mean terms and strategies that have been subjected to test over time, and they have proven to be very profitable if you follow them enough. I tell you, you stand to make a lot, because the low price regime in the Nigerian equity market now offers very great opportunity for you to buy good stocks at relatively low prices. And you know, the dictum in the market is that you buy low, you sell high. But the dictum in the market will not tell you what quality of equities. It will just tell you buy low, sell high. How do you know that this equity you are buying at a low price now would ultimately grow beyond the current level, and at what time? Because you see, when investment decisions are being made, oftentimes people don't remember that there are two legs to the pricing of equity. Oftentimes they just make do with just the one leg and then forgetting the second leg. How does it work? Now, the first leg is the cost price, that is the price at which you are buying into the stock. today. The second leg, which is futuristic, is the price that you would probably be selling, because you see, for every ordinary shares that has been created now, at a time will eventually exchange hands. In other words, the equities might be in the hands of a set of individuals today or corporate organizations today, but ultimately it will find its way into the hands of other people. And you know, we sell stocks at different period, either long, short, or medium. But you need also to remember that no matter how long the your long-term definition might be, every long term will ultimately become short term, right? That is the way it works. So the second leg is that future price that you would have to be selling. That future price might be maybe after you are old and you are dead, and then the shares are transferred to your children, but they will now need to sell. That future price may also be just January 2019. That future price could actually be December, probably 29th or 28th of 2008. That future period could be anytime. Now, the question you will now need to ask yourself would be, what price will you be selling? And so that is the second leg, which most investors don't consider before they go to invest in stocks, premised on the fact that the prices are low. How do you determine what this second leg of the price might be? We'll be doing that together on this platform this afternoon. You can see now why you should call a friend, a family member, a colleague that they need to tune in now to this channel, because what we are going to be discussing together, you cannot get in the same dimension anywhere else. Right, but we're also going to be looking at the best stocks for last week, and then generally market indices for last week and what this portends for this week. So we have how do I say, swell time before us today. So don't go anywhere. Stay with this channel, because I'm going to be right back. And when I get back, as I say, the Usher Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange before I got on set now was a little bit up. What are the possibilities? We are going to be looking at this all together. I will be right back. Don't change this television.